You turned your camera on, you forgot?
What? Shit, cover my dick.
Oh, no, no! My dick! Oh my god.
He just turned it over.
Holy cow.
Alright, what else we got? Let's see, what else can we
I gotta
bring
swap
out?
my, Gotta post on Twitter that we're testing this stream out now.
Or just say we're casting the stream. Just say we're casting the scrim.
We're casting on the stream.
We're casting the scrim on the stream. We gotta have something else. We need 3. We need the onomatopoeia. Let me give you a second to think about this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Scrim. Scrim.
Who's Skyping?
They're trying to call me into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. They're all like, who's Kelvar? It's me!
I don't know. Fucking I couldn't come up with anything. Because I miss the rains down in there. Because there's not a million man market about you.
Oh my god, what the hell?
No.
Oh, somebody's Skype calling somebody else.
They're trying to Skype me, but it's going to my phone since I closed out my Skype on my
nice.
computer. Yeah. And I can't stop it from going to my phone.
Oh no, what else do we got? Hold on, let me see what else, what music we got. I like Toto idea. I miss the rains down and out.
Oh my god.
What?
So...
That was kind of painful. You can put it on Do Not Disturb, and they can't send you shit, but you can still see shit.
True, true.
Oh, I hit him with the knowledge.
The knowledge, too strong
The
for
knowledge. Bam! Alright, what else we got? What other music we got? Hold on.
you. I got music on the stream, bruh.
Oh, okay. Are we live?
Yeah, I turned it on. I got the welcome stream starting soon.
Yeah! Alright, hold on. Let me plug it
Dude, I did such a sick job with that intro thing. Holy cow, that looks so cool.
Sure, yeah, it looks cool, Lee. Oh, we're already ready? Hold on, what the fuck?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh boy. Gotta work out them kinks, man.
Hold on a second. Are we going live right now? Are we live?
I'm already live, bruh.
Oh, we're live. Alright. Let's do it.
Bubba hand.
Alright, I got work I gotta do then now. Alrighty. We're in Champs League, boys.
Alrighty,
They
boys.
started that way without us. Alrighty.
They did. They totally started that without us.
Well, we'll catch the fuck back up. That's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, excuse me. I can't say that no more. We'll
No,
catch
no
up.
more swearing, Brent.
No more swearing. That is true.
Alright, I gotta swap this all around then. Still
Alright,
haven't
let
even...
me.
I stand up for casting nowadays, because I'm one of them scrubs.
Oh yeah, I gotta stand up here in a second too.
Alright. Okay, dokie. Got a big old scrim between one of the top two, actually 2 of the top teams that were expected
Ooh.
to win. Shit.
That was true. They would
Yeah,
made it, what,
TDE.
semifinals? Quarterfinals?
CTF got 3rd place with Team Fire. TDE got taken out by CTFs and Team Fire in the quarterfinals. So this is going to be a grudge match between the 2 teams.
Oh yeah. Oh, it should be a good one. Yeah, these 2 teams both had great opportunities that got shut down in the tournament to go through.
We'll see what we get. We'll see.
I'm hyped up. I'm excited for you.
Your mic keeps going really quiet, Brent.
Whoa, it does?
Yeah,
Or maybe I just keep turning away. That might be it.
maybe. I don't know. We'll
How
see.
about now? Are we still good?
You seem pretty good now.
All right, let's do it then. I should be good.
Alright.
That was just me turning away to look at my
You did it again!
little chat.
You did it again!
That was me turning away. That was it. It's omnidirectional on my settings.
You gotta put the directional on whenever you're doing that.
It is straight. It's just straight directional, but
Oh my god.
I guess I may have to mix it up to the multi-directional. We'll see here. But anyways, all right. Me and Lee are
my
gonna go ahead and do
God.
this casting. We're gonna get back into the game.
We're gonna get into the game. The first,
Or
like,
into
we're
the
gonna
game.
first,
That's true, 'cause
yeah,
we started.
we're jumping in right now. Like,
Yeah, you guys are jumping in with us. If anybody is fortunate enough to be watching with us, no, but we're gonna get into the bands here. Let's just run through the bands real quick, and we'll start talking about champions. As we do have our whole 3-minute wait time that we can always
we
use
got
to catch up
plenty of
anyways.
time to talk about this champ select.
Oh, plenty of time. So we got coming out of the blue side here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is gonna be Funk, correct?
Team Blue is Fire,
It's
and
Fire.
Team Purple
Okay.
is TDE.
I keep mixing that Funk and Fire when they split. It's got me all
It
mixed.
messes
so we got
y'all up.
Fire versus Team Digital Esports.
Mm-hmm. It's easy because CTF is Team Fire. That's all you need to know.
All right, Team Fire, TF. I'll work with it. But we got Team Fire on the blue side, banning out Zed, Dr. Mundo, Jax. All three very strong champions.
Mm-hmm.
Zed a little bit of a flex ban there, definitely targeted at the mid laner of Team Digital. And then on the red side, we got Team Digital, banning out Time Kent, Shin, and Poppy. Another three very strong power champions right now, especially Shin with the new patch that is live.
I absolutely love what TDE did here with the bans. The Tom Kench, the Shen, and the Poppy. All three of those are incredible flex picks and can go pretty much 3 different places. So I really love that the bans that TDE kind of threw in there. And then
Yeah.
the Dr. Mundo and Jax are pretty much just strength picks. I'm not too much sure about Drax gun on his Jax, but I assume that's probably just no one wants to deal with a Jax. So
Yeah, nobody wants to deal with the Jax or the Mundo. I mean, that's 5 solid bans. You're not gonna go wrong with banning those champions ever. The Zed again was just more directed, trying to keep young Nula off that assassin.
yeah, definitely. But we're gonna start to see the team comps come through here. And
Yeah, we got a very dive heavy or engage heavy out of Fire here. And almost conversely, we got, on the other side, almost a disengage with the Nami a little bit. Maybe the mid laner, we'll see what the mid lane flexes in.
yeah, they're going for like a skirmishy disengage on TDE side right now. Graves, one of the most powerful laners and junglers, but
Or
obviously
jungle,
Lee
yeah,
Sin would be there.
Don't forget the jungle, but yeah, the Lee Sin is gonna take that out, so he'll be going in the top lane.
Anivia! Oh man, I love Anivia. She is one of my favorite mid laners. Oh my goodness. There's so much that Anivia can do here, especially against a Brand. She may have trouble or difficulty dodging the Brand skill shot, so I wouldn't be surprised to see early boots. But she can just do so much damage with that Frost debuff and then follow it up with the... I can't remember what the spell's name is. See? And we need practice, Brent. The Anivia's E. But,
that's the shard or what? The ice
Frost
shard?
Shard, maybe? I don't know.
Frost shard. That's pretty close. That sounds
Close enough, it looks like it.
Close enough for me. No, but that is actually gonna be doing so much damage as we've seen, in tournaments, professional tournaments all the time, and even in our tournaments when the Anivia comes in, you're just not expecting that damage. When it gets doubled, it absolutely blows you up.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's going to be a big annoyance in the mid lane. Granted, Brand is an incredible lane bully innately, but I'm really interested to see who's going to win this Fire versus Ice matchup in the mid.
Yeah, dude, I was just thinking that myself. I got a little Game of Thrones going on in the mid lane, a little Song of Fire and Ice.
Oh, buddy.
But actually, the Anivia is a great pick here, especially comboing with the Nami. The walls, Malphite and Vi are just going to be looking to go in, and if Anivia just walls off a jungle route or even majority of the lane, Kalista, Brand, and Braum are going to, maybe Braum not so much, but Kalista and Brand are going to have a tough time getting to the rest of that team fight if Team Digital Esports here just kites him back a little bit, or uses that wall, that new terrain, and just zones him out with it.
No.
So I think with the heavy dive composition Fire's bringing, they may be in a little bit of trouble.
It's
Anivia gets up
really interesting with both of these team comps, because one team pretty much wants to go all in, Malphite ultimate, Vi ultimate, throw in the Pyro Blast or whatever from Bran, and then Kalista just popping spears and then rending at the end of the whole thing. Whereas Team Digital Esports has this kind of kite, poke, kite, run back, just keep dealing damage as they keep trying to engage.
Huge blow-up damage, too, yeah.
Which is kind of why I think Anivia was picked up here. If they can get really good skirmishes in, like, the jungle, anywhere in kind of a enclosed area, especially around, like, any buffs or behind those trees, Anivia can get those slows, kite them back, and burst those people down. Especially with Graves, you want him fight in the jungle with the end of the line damage proccing immediately if it hits a wall. So,
and at that Anivia wall, to speak of the Anivia wall again, if the end of the line hits the Anivia wall, it's coming right back.
Yeah, exactly.
So, great combination between the top laner and the mid laner there. Again, that's I just a great team comp. Just all a well-rounded team comp coming out of Team Digital.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this bot lane's going to go. Lucian is probably one of the most aggressive laners currently in the current meta. Very easy to poke down with your piercing light, your double tap passive. Whereas Kalista is just an incredibly powerful pickup throughout the entirety of the game, as well as the objective control. So I wouldn't be surprised to see early dragons, maybe even a potential lane swap Rift Scuttle, if Kalista did so choose so on the side of Team Fire. But we'll see what kind of zone control that the purple team will have.
I think Lucian will actually be in a little bit of trouble early, at least levels 1 through 4, just due to the Braum passive and the Kalista mobility.
Yes.
It's going to be hard now. Nami's going to be able to keep him healthy, so he shouldn't have a problem sustaining through the lane, but for him to try to get in there, because I know he level 1, 2, and 3, he really wants to be aggro there, getting the Light Slinger passive to proc off, because that's where a lot of his damage and a lot of his just laning presence comes from, is those first early levels. So having the Braum there that's just going to be able to tank through it and listen mobility to get away from that is going to give him a very tough time if Fire plays that lane appropriately and respects the damage output of Lucian early. But then I think after that, Nami's just going to be able to wave him in, get some bubbles, heal him up, and with the speed boost, I don't think Lucian should have a problem. But that's going to be after their first back is when we should see that start to go off.
Yeah, it's really interesting though, the Lucian and Kalista kind of matchup, where Kalista kind of has this thing where she can actually dodge a piercing light by Lucian. If she actually auto attack and jumps away at the correct timing, she can dodge a piercing light and all of that damage with it. So it's kind of a very awkward matchup. It's incredibly skill intensive to do that, but it is possible to do. So we'll see if we'll get to see that here in this game.
Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to watch the little micro mechanics of the Kalista, Lucian, and even the Braum shields. If he can get in for some good jump and shield positioning, so he may be able to block some huge bubbles or the calling.
Yeah,
or some even like just passive shots from the Lucian. Now, one thing to note here is the Lucian's running the Fervor instead of the standard Thunderlords. Now, I disagree with the Fervor on the Lucian, because with the Light Slinger, it's just so easy to proc the Lucian. You just hit him with your Q, and then you just auto attack him once, and you get your proc. So the Fervor is definitely more of a late game type of mastery. So I have to actually give the edge of the Kalista here, just seeing the choices, the differences in those masteries.
It's one of those things where I kind of can see both. Fervor is incredibly good for auto attack champions like Kalista, like Lucian. However, the Thunderlords does proc pretty easily. I can't recall, was Nami running Thunderlords? I didn't exactly see.
Nami was running Windspeaker's Blessing.
Ah, okay. So Thunderlords could have happened down there. So either way, I can see both of them, especially for Lucian, who gets the auto passives with the double tap. So it's really just, do you want to poke? Do you want to have a better late game? We'll see what happens. So
we will see what happens indeed as we get our teams both out on the rift and both into the river. And speaking of poke, the poke's already gone down. Not even a minute into the game, and these teams are already itching for some action. Lucian is positioned deep in that Dragon Pit.
Brand passive ignite is one of the most hated things in this game that I personally cannot stand. Why does he get a built-in passive ignite? That's not fair. Nami,
True. That
look at her health from it. My God.
Very scary level 1. Very scary indeed. Trying to outplay the Rin is very difficult. I don't think either of these teams want to deal with it, especially not Team Digital.
Yeah, not at all. It's a very scary level 1 coming out. Actually, kind of both teams here. A lot of burst potential on TDE, but a lot of lockup on Team Fire. So that would have been an explosive level 1, but alas, standard lanes.
Yeah, both teams content to just start their jungle as we see a little bit of deviation now. Vi gonna start her Gromp up top with the help from Malphite. In bottom lane, we get the double on the Gromps, or on the Krugs with the Kalista Braum. So they're gonna get an early level 2 as the Lucian Nami did not take the experience from the Lee Sin, who started on the bottom side of the jungle.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one down there. The early level 2 is gonna help a lot, but oof, Thunderlords on the Brand.
Already taking a lot of damage mid lane. A good summoner spell we need to point out here is Brand is taking Cleanse. So he's going to be looking to cleanse out some of those Anivia stuns or even just the debuff and avoid taking some of that extra damage.
Yeah, it's probably a really smart pickup, especially with the Anivia in the mid lane. I mean, you don't want to risk getting bursted down by Anivia as soon as she hits level 6 or something like that. So really smart pickup there.
Really smart indeed. Now smart in the top lane as Graves, he's pushing Malphite in under his tower. Did a lot of damage and reducing his farm, or at least trying to reduce his farm, as Malphite doing a good job under tower, being able to soak it up. But I expect as he pushes that in over the next few minutes, that Malphite's number will start to slip downwards.
Yeah, Malphite is gonna have a tough time up here. Pretty much the only thing he can do is really wait until it gets to his tower, because Graves is gonna naturally push it with his auto attacks and end of the line. And ooh, Vi's coming in from behind.
Yeah, Vi's looking for an early gank down here in the bot lane. Going to be a 3-on-2 scenario. Potential for 2 teleports to come in if Graves and Nivea want, but here comes the Vi. No teleports as of yet. Gonna force the flash out of the Lucian. Nami trying to re-engage to that, but not going to be able to land the bubble.
Lee Sin's only just now finishing his Krug, so Vi chose the route where she's only went from her Gromp to her blue, to her wolf, straight to the red buff, and then to the gank. So she's going to be a little bit farther behind in jungle creeps than Lee Sin, but I would expect to see some pressure from Lee Sin right after he finished off those Krugs.
He may even look to pressure top here. I think those wards, those deep wards, could have potentially made up for a double teleport scenario down there in the bot lane level 1, but it's not going to happen. In the top lane, we got Lee Sin looking for a tower dive opportunity on this Malphite, as Graves has been keeping him pushed in all game.
That is a really risky dive if they go for it, and actually CTF is going up to the top as well. So that's going to be 2 junglers up there, but CTF's going to get there first on the Vi.
And CTF will get there first. As we look at a little bit of poke action, trading going down the bot lane, here comes CTF in.
Lee Sin's backing.
Lee Sin's backing. Jackson was forced to flash there. Successful gank, another one out of the Vi, I would say, taking 2 summoners for no cost.
Yeah, and Vi is only down 1 farm to this Lee Sin now after he took her Gromp, but he's already extending his pressure all over the map, whereas Lee Sin has yet to do anything. He went back and got his tracker's knife, but he hasn't done anything to any of the lanes as of yet.
Definitely not putting on the impact you would normally see, or the early game impact most Lee Sins like to apply to their lanes. So we'll see if he's able to come out a little bit later, as he's now got the tracker's knife and some boots. So looking to try to get out onto the map.
Interesting here in the mid lane is Anivia's full mana. A little bit less health, but Brand is pretty much here. So Anivia may have had an earlier back, but she should be able to push his Brand under tower, and he'll probably have to back and miss a lot of farm.
He might have to miss a lot of farm. Now Botman might have to miss a lot of farm as Lee Sin comes in. Gonna try to get a gank going on. Got Braum Q to the face, so he's gonna have to turn back. Now Nami not able to get a bubble in time to secure any sort of pressure down there. A great defensive play out of the Braum.
That's the burst from Anivia. That's why I love that champion. No one expects that kind of damage.
A lot of damage indeed, but I think we must point out that the Brand used most of his mana to farm. So he is not going to have any mana to trade back on that Anivia, so that is just free poke and free harass in the mid lane.
And now he's going to miss in the mid lane the farm that Anivia has pushed into that tower. So Anivia down about 8 CS or so, roughly. I'm bad at math, don't count me. Vi's going to pick up the experience there, but overall, Anivia's got a lot of pressure there.
Yeah, Vi doing a great job covering down. Anivia pre-6, they would put, shove 2 waves under, which is usually unheard of. So that's nice. It was a good job out of young Mula to force that Brand back and deny him a lot of experience that he's definitely going to need later if he wants to stay on pace.
Anivia is a very mana-intensive champion, so she did do a very good job keeping her mana high. So I'm really I'm loving this Anivia player. I'm too much in. I'm too stuck into it right now. Let's talk about other lanes, because I can keep talking about this Anivia lane for like hours.
Well, top lane, we see there's already almost 20 CS disadvantage.
Oh my goodness!
Thanks to Graves push to the tower, Brand is taking a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Just to the QE combos of the Anivia.
Here comes the Vi from behind.
And Vi gonna come in and knock back the Graves as he's trying to get out, and that's gonna be one dead Graves as Vi gives it over to Malphite, who desperately needed that kill to stay even in the lane. So great heads-up play from the jungler.
Yeah, that was incredibly well done. They knew that Anivia had gone to get her blue buff, which meant that Lee Sin was probably gonna leash it for her. So that was incredibly well done by. Oh.
Brand getting brought in here as Anivia falls with the stun. He's gonna have to cleanse it out, but Lee Sin's there to finish it for her, get the kill secured as Anivia picks up an assist, and it's going to be able to deny a lot more minions again in the mid lane.
Kill secure, friend. Kill secure. Oh, man. That's so great. I'm loving this. This game is actually doing pretty even thus far. Only a 300 gold lead for Team Digital Esports. That's simply from the Graves pretty much up in the top lane right now, who's just farming just slightly better than his Malphite, and that's just natural with the Graves up in the top, gonna pressure and bully anyone up there, especially Malphite. So overall, this is pretty even.
Well, that's 300 gold above the first blood gold that Malphite was able to secure. So that really speaks to how well Esports, Team Digital Esports, is doing in their lanes.
Overall, though, the top lane actually has pretty much the exact same gold, plus or minus about 30. So that's really not too big of an issue up there, because while Malphite is down in gold, he did get that first blood gold. So
here we got Vi looking to try to get a second blood down in the bottom lane, and she's been hanging around for quite some time, missing out a lot of farming opportunities that Lee Sin is trying to move past on, but so far not quite doing as well of a job as he just moves ahead by 1 CS and still hasn't had any gang presence, minus the kill he picked up.
Malphite's going to get that push to tower. We're going to have a 3-man gank here, it looks like, but they're going to get spotted out by an easy ward.
The blue buff just coming up for Team Fire. Team Digital Esports is going to look to secure that away themselves. Malphite thought about roaming down, but turned back to pick up that farm, and that's going to be a free secure.
Yeah, it's probably the right call for Malphite, though. He needs to get back to tower pretty much pronto, because Lee Sin and Graves definitely have kill pressure on him if CTF doesn't get up here soon.
CTF is on the top side of the jungle, though, so he should be there for any sort of aggressive posture Rublex might want to put in. Or Rebels, Rexpools.
Rexpool? Oh my god.
However
these people with the names, what is this?
They just love messing with us, that's for sure.
Obviously.
So Vi gonna go ahead and resecure the bottom side of her jungle. Try to pick up this red buff. And that was really the first successful, I would say, jungle move made out of Lee Sin.
Yeah,
Vi had so far been smoking him across the map, but that was a solid play.
There's 3 people in the mid lane. I'm not too sure why Graves is still there. He'll be able to push out the wave in the top lane as soon as he gets there, but he's just kind of wasting his time right now, as there's no possible pressure there with CTF in the mid lane. So
Graves gonna head back up to the top. Gonna get a little bit zoned out of the tower due to the Malphite. Doing a lot of damage and sustaining through it with the Undying Grass. So great trade from his part as Lee Sin gets spotted out by a ward in the bot lane, and Vi rotates the cover down. Going in on the Nami. Nami's forced to flash away. The re-engage comes in, but the tidal wave misses completely. Lucian also forced to burn the flash. Now Nami doesn't have the flash because she just burned it. So she's going to go down to the Callisto Ring.
ooh,
Looks to be the next target, but Vi goes down first. They're trying to
Stun.
get Lucian really kiting right in there under the tower range. The Rin, no, just a basic auto attack is going to pick it up. So a 2-for-1 trade for Team Fire down in the bot lane.
that's a super win for Team Fire right now, because actually up in the top lane, Darkham as a Malphite pushed Graves out of lane as well. So he's going to get that to tower, and Graves is going to have to run all the way back and miss an entire wave of farm up there. So incredible win across the map from Team Fire.
Big turnaround from the Malphite from what we saw earlier. Malphite was losing, slowly slipping away in CS, but great team help turn that around for him top. Now he's got his items, his defensive items. Graves is not doing very well and has been in a lot of trouble, so we'll look to see if Lee Sin identifies that and makes the rotation up there.
Yeah, we'll see what Lee Sin does. So far, he's got both of his teams killed, so he should have a lot more pressure on this map than he does now. I haven't seen too much from him. He's gotten those 2 early kills, but really, there's no aggressive warding, there's no aggressive stances. There's getting a first dragon potential here, but the ward is going to scare him away slightly.
Vi is looking to dash in here. She may go in. She's charging up the Vault Breaker. In she goes, looking for the smite. Who's going to take it? Lee Sin will. Callista Braum coming up. It's a 4-on-4 here as Vi's trapped in the pit. She's already down to 1/4 health.
Oh,
Nami's
Callista!
already dead, and a big stun coming out of the brand is going to allow Callista to pick up another kill, and Vi secures the Anivia. A big turnaround coming out of Team Fire. Even though they lost the drag, picked up a huge team fight.
And that's the power that Team Fire have right now. That was pretty much a Callista ultimate into a grouped up enemy team brand ultimate. And that brand does so much damage when you are grouped up that you don't even realize it. But Graves!
Oh, speaking of damage, Graves absolutely obliterates Callista down in the bottom lane.
They had a ward there too. That was just a complete misplay there by Callista, I believe. Or did she just place that? No, she just placed that, actually. So, my fault. That was a blind kill from Graves, so...
Just placed it and spent her life to place that ward down there. As Graves punished that overextension of just her health bar. Could have had the chance, she had the chance to back at any time and decided that she wanted to stay, be a little bit greedy to get some more farm, and Graves let her pay for it.
Yeah, but this is allowing Malphite to get a lot of farm, and even though he did pick up that other kill onto Callista, Malphite is still even in gold with him right now, because he's now caught up in farm roughly, and had all of that free time up in the top lane.
Well, free time down the bottom lane is what Lee Sin's having as he goes in, kicks the Callista back into the wall, but he's getting stunned up under turret, and he's going to go down as his team is nowhere in sight.
That
Getting a little bit overzealous.
That was a Lee Syndrome. I don't know what other thing to say other than that was Lee Syndrome 100%. You have a Callista there who has both of her summoners and a support Braum. Who you're obviously going to get locked up under tower, and you might get summoners, but you're going to die for it, so I'm not sure that was worth to give up the 2-kill Lee Sin over to the Callista, who now has 4 kills. Oh my god.
Gonna join his jungler and pick up a 2nd kill as he, again, just obliterates someone under half health as he knocks that Vi right back to the fountain.
That Graves burst is disgusting. That's all there is for it. That's all there is to say.
With the Thunderlord's proc, I'm sure Vi was not expecting a CTF. Usually we don't see him overextend in positions like that, but made the dire mistake of underestimating that damage that, items Graves was able to pick up due to that kill in the bot lane.
So, Graves is just going to be a massive problem this entire game for Team Fire right now. However, Anivia is doing a very good job in the mid lane of pushing Brand as well, so... The Rift Herald as well. Doom's Eve on Graves is just why do you even need that? Graves pushes immensely anyways.
Tarkan may be in some trouble. Vi's gonna get herself a little bit out of position here as the Nami gonna keep her locked in. Lee Sin's gonna finish it out with a 1-2.
Buckle my shoe.
Exactly. He just sends her packing again. CTF just got back out onto the rift and is seeing the gray screen twice in 30 seconds.
So, oh my god. So much damage from this Anivia. So, go ahead.
Nah, it's just Brand taking so much damage from that Anivia just proc. She's also getting the Thunderlords out as well, which is just adding on top of that damage.
Yeah, there's not much Brand can do at this point right now. He can only wave clear and hope that Anivia leaves him alone. Oh boy!
But Graves is not leaving him alone as he picks up another kill. Anivia the assist for it. Now Malphite is going to look to try to return this. Graves has a blue buff, so all of his cooldowns should be up minus his ultimate. No, Graves isn't even going to attack him. And Malphite just gets it for free, didn't take a lick of damage.
That's actually a really big pickup for Malphite right there, Darkhand, because he did get rid of the Doom's Eve buff on Graves.
Pickup. Oh. Alyssa looks like she might be in trouble as the Nami wave is going to allow Lucian to send her to the fountain. Lee Sin kicking Braum to safety.
Not sure why.
Lucian calling is going to do the job.
Oh!
No! Face of the mountain keeps him alive. Now Lee Sin's going to look to try to do it on the turret. Going to be able to slam him out.
Hey!
Now, coming in though with the ultimate picks up the Lee Sin. Nami Lucian half health. They're not going to be able to chase that down as the minion wave comes up and pushes them back. Nami just going to get a couple 15 gold. And away they go.
This is a really sloppy game from both teams right now. CTF has 3 deaths already, and I don't think I've ever seen him die 3 times this early on in the game. Lee Sin has 4, which is pretty much half of his kills. Graves has 3 of his team's kills, which is a lot of damage, but he doesn't have any tanky stats as of yet. So if people can catch Graves out, then they could definitely turn around this top lane. But
well, we saw that earlier with the Malphite ult right there in the river. He took Graves out, and Graves didn't even have a chance to attack him. So maybe we'll see that later if the Vi Malphite gets a little combo going. But these teams definitely don't seem like they've been practicing with each other, as the communication kind of seems a little bit off. And so does a little bit of the mechanics.
That would have been dead.
Mechanics. Lucian's about ready to die as Kalista is going to rend him at any moment now. She has the There it goes. Graves going to get TP'd in there. I'm not sure why Kalista allowed her to do that, but Malphite is going to look for the dive under turret. The spooky ghost going to make him think twice. But that's still a 3-on-2 in the bot lane. Lee Sin is looking to try to come in, but he's stuck in the dragon pit right now. Gonna go out through the safety of his jungle, and that's gonna end the aggression in the bot lane.
I don't know what happened to Kalista there. Oh, Graves.
Uh-oh, Graves might be in a little trouble. Malphite's gonna find him. Graves not getting the proc against the wall like he wanted to, though. Malphite gonna get locked up. Lee Sin taking the fight to the Vi. Now Braum's in a bit of trouble. No one to jump to. He's gonna be stuck by himself facing the bot lane of Team Esports. Now Graves is going to be hungry for some more as he focuses down on the Malphite. Now Lee Sin is trying to 1v1 the Vi, but the Vi is going to do it with the extra tank stats. The 4-2 Lee Sin was not able to take out the 2-3 Vi. And he gifts a kill over to Team Fire.
Vi has that Jarum's Fist, which has that extra health, that extra attack damage, the base damage. So a little bit tank coming out of Vi allows for the win there. Malphite's ultimate only actually hit the Lee Sin, which allowed Vi to win that, but it also allowed Graves to come up around the backside. So overall, oh my god! Went
back to the fountain as Anivia almost killed the Vi.
Anivia, silly.
She is starting to get to her damage spike as that Rod of Ages keeps stacking. Eventually, that will just one-shot them, so they must be careful.
Yeah, Anivia's just gonna slowly get more powerful as this Phoenix Codex is probably looking to get a Morelos maybe. But she's gonna do so much damage. You can see Brand actually bought the Abyssal Scepter early just to try and sustain and stay safe in that laning phase. So She doesn't even have any kills. She's just pure farm.
I personally would have rather liked to see Brand with a Rod of Ages matching a bit what the Anivia here is bringing. I think that would have kept him a little bit more healthy and a little bit more useful to his team. You see Team Digital Esports Black is going to try to pick up this dragon. They're going to get it. That's number 2. They've done a great job keeping fire off of it.
Oh, Callista has her ult if she needs it.
Yeah, Braun may be in a little bit of trouble, but instead, Callista's going to turn that right back on him. She's getting a little bit out of position. The Nami bubble going to get blocked out. Now the wave comes in. Lucia going to be able to finish out with his passive. Now mid lane, Braum going to get absolutely destroyed by the Anivia Graves combo. Vi's looking to jump in. Here she goes with the ultimate, locking up the Graves. Down he goes. The branded passive actually gets it a little bit from the Grave. So I'm sure he's happy to get that kill, and so is probably his teammate happy to gift it over as Brand picks up his first kill. Team Digital going to take that tower down in the bot lane while all that was happening mid for a very effective trade.
Yeah, now Malphite's gonna find a Nivea up in the top, and he doesn't have any MR other than his boots, so that still did quite a bit of damage to the tank. But 2 tower pushing the bot lane for Team Digital Esports.
And Nivea definitely has a damage as she is able to push back the Malphite, who has 2 kills on her. But we're already seeing the damage potential coming out of Nivea, and again, that is just only gonna keep getting stronger. So I am a little bit worried for Fire in this game. And we see a little fight again from the Anivia and the Malphite over this red buff. Anivia's gonna try to get it. Did not have the vision of the bush, so she had to face check that in. Now Malphite seems more worried about the red buff, and Anivia's just gonna say thank you very much as Lee Sin comes over for the help. Now Malphite's gonna barely get away with the flash, but Lee Sin's gonna look to run him down. Now Anivia's close on his tail as well. One more spell will do it. Here it comes. The stun gonna hit the spooky ghost and the ice shard.
You know, while that seems really bad for Team Fire right now, they have Callista Braum pushing in the mid lane, and they're probably gonna get that tower for free unless they're gonna start a Baron.
This may be a Baron trade for the tower in the bot lane, all because Malphite died. Now Vi is in the area, but they have no wards on this. So Team Digital Esports may be able to sneak out a very early dragon, a 2340 dragon.
Baron!
And Fire is in trouble as that surprised them.
Oh man, they can't stay there. That tower's gonna get to half health. They need to run now.
Lee Sin's gonna come in the bot lane, gonna look for the kick. He's trying to get in position for it. Has a ward hop jet, gonna get knocked up from the Braum.
Oh
Team
man.
Digital better be careful. They're taking a lot of damage. No, but Callista took a lot of damage as she dies.
Oh, the
Braum
fail
gonna
flash.
throw the flash into the wall and follow his 80 carry to the grave. With Team Digital with amazing rotations. They have definitely now have a solid handle on this game.
Yeah, they're just gonna push in this mid lane right now and then look to go straight top for that last outer tower. This is just a big gold swing for TDE with that Baron pickup here. And now going straight to that top lane.
They are rotating through the jungle towards that top side. Now Malphite is going to be in a little bit of trouble here as Team Digital Esports is going to go up. They spot him out on the wards. They run into a pink ward while they're doing it, but Malphite is still in trouble as Lee Sin is looking to tower dive this.
He has his ultimate if he needs it.
Followed by the
Oh.
kick. The teleport from the Graves is coming as well. So that Malphite's though gonna ult out. Graves gonna chase that under turret.
Whoa!
Follow him. Now Vi should be careful. Brand's coming in and Vi to try to push him out of this turret. Now they managed to get him off. As the Brand ultimate doing a lot of damage. Now Vi's gonna go in, re-engage this with the ultimate. Gonna knock him down very low, but dies for it as Brand not able to put out the damage. Was not quite in range as Vi went too deep. Now Anivia gonna stun up the Brand, looking for the kill.
Ooh.
This ultimate keeps him safe. Now Lucian's trying to pick up, but Graves does it for him. Now Anivia,
Whoa!
the egg pass. If she gets it, Lisa's gonna be able to protect her, and tower dive they go. That is one dead team and one dead turret as Team Digital Esports picks up the ace.
There's so much to talk about right there. I don't even know where to begin analyzing that at all. First of all, Vi went in for an incredibly aggressive Q assault ultimate onto I believe it was the Graves, who didn't actually go down because he had his Sterix gauge, so he got that burst of health and that burst of AD as soon as he went below 30% health, I think it is. Or he takes 1,500 damage, so... Yeah, as soon as that happened, Graves got that burst of health, which meant he was completely healthy to re-engage on him, and all of the damage from Anivia, Graves, Lucian, onto Vi took her down immediately, and after that, it was only Malphite and Brand there, because Callista and Braum got there really late, so incredible over-aggression there from Team Fire, and ended up costing them an ace and 2 towers.
Yeah, it looked like Team Fire had a successful defense, but got a little bit too greedy on it, and Team Digital Esports just identified their window and took it and maximized it to their opportunity. Now another window down here in the bottom is Calista, a little bit too far pushed out, already half health, and Graves just gonna finish it out. He does use the ultimate for it, which was a little bit of a waste, but
didn't
they
even
get the kill nonetheless.
Yeah, this is slowly gonna take out Team Fire right now. They're just gonna slowly choke them. This chokehold that they have. They're gonna start to push in.
They are keeping Team Fire strangled within their base, but good wave management out of Team Fire means that Team Digital Esports can only go back and take the Dragon. Not going to be able to get a tower or an inhibitor tower or an inhibitor for this.
Yeah, but they did pick up that the Baron. They got their 3rd Dragon. They got every outer turret in the game with that Baron. So this is going to be an incredibly difficult game for Team Fire to come back in.
Definitely for sure. As Team Fire is now 12,000 gold down, 11,500 gold down, and already getting locked into their tower. Only 27 minutes into the game now. Team Fire may make a comeback with their big team fight ability. At least Sid on a cube. My mind's telling me yes. As he goes deep.
But my body.
Fancy fingers. He's got the fancy fingers to get out. But a little bit of a risky play. Now will that be the downfall of Team Digital Esports?
Yeah, this is a really interesting game so far, though, because from Team Fire and Team Digital Esports, both of these teams we saw in the past seasons, both of them have done or shown incredible promise. We'll say that in all of their games thus far, but this is one of the sloppiest games I've seen of both of them, honestly, with the exception of last week between Funk and Fire. Those were kind of but this right here could have gone either way, in all honesty. Fire had the upper hand for a little bit of time, and then it just kind of spiraled down when each team member keeps funneling into these fights just a little too late. You know, first the Vi ults in. It's way too far ahead of her team for her team to follow up. Vi gets immediately picked off, and then the squishies of her team show up. So Team Fire are just kind of funneling into these team fights at improper times, and they're kind of really pushing their luck, and it's costing them immensely.
Yeah, that's not something we are used to seeing out of either of these teams. As you've mentioned, in the tournament, they did really well. Now, the Graves, the Malphite Vi combo going up on the Lucian, gonna pick out a very greedy AD carry out of Team Digital, but the double bubble gonna stop any thought of further aggression. Now, maybe Team Digital in a little bit of trouble as both of their solo laners are pushing top and bottom. Just try to see what they can get in terms of tower. Now, is this the opportunity Team Fire is looking for? As Vi is going to have to flash in the top lane if the Graves damage just proves too strong.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about. What did Team Fire expend just for that? And they didn't get anything off of it. They expended the Vi ultimate. They expended the Malphite ultimate. And yeah, they pushed off Team Digital Esports from the mid lane, but Anivia and Graves were already pushing top and bottom. So they expended 2 ultimates and didn't get... What, did Callista pick up that kill? I believe she did. Yeah, but they were already there 5 seconds ahead of time before all of the squishies of the team. So had Lucian been in a better position there with at least one more team member, that could have been horrible for Team Fire. So the incredible overextensions from Team Fire are really going to end up costing these guys a lot if they keep doing this. And I believe if there's another scrim after this. So they need to sit back, calm down, you know, drink some water, chill out, and they can come back in the next game with cool heads, because this one is... Everyone in this game is way too hot-headed right now.
Oh, speaking of hot-headed, Graves out of position again. We just saw this a second ago with the Lucian, but here comes his team. Here comes Graves' team. Coming here, Lee Sin's looking for a kickback. The tidal wave's not going to allow them to engage. Lee Sin's focusing him down. Nami's going to help him secure that kill. Now the Braum Ultimate's going to disengage the backline of Team Digital Esports.
Oh my!
Get close enough to get an ultimate and just knock down level 100. 2 for nothing now for Team Digital as they are pushing in the mid and bottom again. Pings onto the Baron. May see them turn as they are to pick up that buff once again.
Yeah.
And Team Fire, and it's still just a tougher and tougher spot as the stranglehold just tightens.
That's
around their base.
Again, exactly what I've been talking about just happened again. Vi, Malphite, Braum, the tanks. Really the no damage dealers of Team Fire were overhead. And as soon as the damage dealers of their team got there, Vi was already half health. They need to sit back as a team and get a really good engage. They can't be forcing these fights when the entirety of Team Digital Esports is grouped up like that.
It does seem like Team Fire has a lapse in communication throughout this game as their team is, as you're saying, engaging in multiple stages and not quite as one cohesive unit. It's a good thing they're out here practicing on these scrims.
Yeah.
Maybe the adrenaline is not kicking as hard because it's not a tournament scenario, but these scrims are definitely showing Team Fire where they are lacking. Now, I would say that Team Digital Esports is not without its own faults, but they are definitely showing less faults than the Team Fire.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here. It's really interesting to see the, kite poke comp of Team Digital Esports win team fights. When you're the team fight comp and you're losing team fights, that you're doing something wrong or you're just incredibly far behind. So
maybe even a mix of both. We see a little bot lane action going on here as the Braum supports trying to go at it. Braum is very aggressive. His team's here to follow. Now Graves is in the bot lane, but he does have teleport. So a little split push action can turn a 4v5 into a 5v5 very quickly.
Oh, Malphite. Spooky place to be.
Fire. Yeah, Team Fire going to look to rotate down to stop this push, but Graves is already going to knock down the turret. Now Kalista's in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, man.
That Graves on the run, but he's going to turn that right back around. The Braum Shield's going to keep his damage at bay.
Oh, man.
Out goes the Stairs Gauge. Now here comes his team. All he had to do was keep him in check. Keep him held there. And Nivea's looking to finish it out. Now this seems to be 1-on-3s for Team Digital Esports. Where is your help, Nivea? Lucian, Nami are trying to rush over to save her. The flash right after the egg is going to keep her to a little bit of safety.
No way.
The Malphite going to lock them all up right there on the turret. He's going to suffer for it. But they at least pick up one kill. Team Digital Esports is just going to roll through this, and that will be the game. Team Digital Esports picks it up in 34.5 minutes.
That last fight right there, Graves getting a double kill, was so foreshadow. We could have seen that happen. We saw that happen at least 5 times in this game. The entirety of Team Fire lined up right perfectly in Graves' end of the line and pretty much chunked the entire of Team Fire, about a quarter of their health and half of their health if it was a squishy. And that allowed Graves to get an easy double kill there, and at that point it was just game over as Team Digital Esports was pushing in both inhibs. So really good team play coming out of Team Digital Esports, and Team Fire, a little bit of overextension, a little bit of over-aggression coming out of them in this game. But we'll see what happens in the next split. So we might have another game for you. I'm not entirely positive, but I'll let you know really quick. So I'm going to turn on some music, go to the BRB screen, if I can actually load it in.
Yeah, that is. Uh-oh. It looks like Fire may be done. As I say, 2 or 3 of their subs have to leave. So maybe that wasn't an actual Fire team. Maybe that was a little bit of Fire with a little bit of help.
It was a sub squad, I know that much. So
that may be the reason